I love a woman and she loves me.
Heave away.
She belongs to the rolling sea.
Heave and haul away.
Though she's made me many a pound.
Heave away.
I had no choice but to cut her down.
Heave and haul away. Cast her away, brave boys, we'll find another when we've been paid. But there'll never be another craft like the crafty old Milkmaid.
Welcome back to another review here on Mummified Games. I am Tony, and today we are going to be taking a look at the amazingly beautiful point-and-click adventure game Milkmaid of the Milky Way, a game by Mattis Folkstad. Milkmaid of the Milky Way is, as I said, a point-and-click adventure game where you go around picking up random items and solving puzzles about what items work where. The story for most of the first act is as such. In 1920s Norway, Ruth is a lovely milkmaid who works and tends to her bovine in fields high above a fjord. There, she milks the cows, turning the milk into butter and cheese, to then be sold back in town. While you're getting the lay of the land, you're able to take in these beautiful scenes around where Ruth lives. There's the farm that she lives on. It comes with a small house, a barn, and a lemon tree. Outside her house is a path up to the fields, passing a log with a nail on it. A cool gateway where you're able to find the missing bucket. Further up the hill you crest lays the field where the cows graze after being milked. Path to the north where you're able to find a weird panel that must have fallen from the sky or something. Kind of looks like salt. To the east of the field, there's a place where you can tie up a boat. Then a memorial at the top of a great hill. Following the lake's outlet, you find a cliff where Ruth has been scared of falling off and dying her whole life. You go around clicking on anything and everything that triggers your mouse to do a little pulse thing. And you get a quick little rhyme thing talking about whatever the item is that you're trying to interact with. Oh, and that's one of the most charming things about this game. All the dialogue and descriptions of the scenes are in cute little rhymes. Being able to give a description with a rhyming diction takes a lot of work. My lunch came with pork. Okay, so not everyone can make up those things on the spot like that. But the charm and cute nature of the rhyme scheme was so nice. The art of this game, as you can probably tell, is all pixel art. Ruth goes running around and you can see her hair blowing in the wind with single pixels. Items you're meant to interact with stick out a little bit better. It's hard to talk about anything in this game without defaulting to the word charming. Charm, 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 charm. This game is just lovely from the get-go. I wanted to just jump in and live in a world where you can be a milkmaid and live above a fjord working with cows all day. So I try not to give away most of the story when I do these reviews, trying to keep it to just the story, mostly up to the inciting action that causes the hero to move into the unknown. But I feel like to give a good idea as to what to expect from this game, it's important to tell you about the inciting action and what happens to Ruth. And since the inciting action is blatantly there on the front page of the game and thumbnail of most game pages. So after a night where you rescue Ruth's favorite cow from a lake, the next day you see a large ship in the sky. Following the ship, you find it in the grazing fields, abducting your cows and taking them onto the ship. Only now saying that out loud do I notice the weird trope that aliens are abducting cattle. But the ship takes Ruth's cow and it starts heading out. After leaping from the cliff, the same one that she's been scared to fall off of all this time, she lands on the wing of the ship, uses melted butter to open a door, and then sneaks her way inside, getting almost immediately apprehended by some of the crew. The crew are all aliens from another world. The captain of the ship uses her staff to allow Ruth to understand what they're all saying, and then shown where her cows are being kept. That's all I feel like getting into now, because there are some serious things that start to kick off at this point. Definitely some, oh no, moments. It's a great game that honestly everyone should buy, but there are some downsides and things I do feel like I need to point out. If you're playing this game on multiple monitors, you're going to need to be careful. The game is not full screen in the truest sense. It's more like borderless full screen, where if you go too far off the edge of the game, you'll click another window and you'll have to deal with the computer lagging out for a second. Like if you hit Alt-Tab to go to another window away from your game and then back in. That was honestly the worst thing I ran into while playing the game, since I kept the game on my right monitor and there came a point where I had to quickly move and do something in the game on the left side of the screen. I would travel too far and the game would phase out for a second and come back to the desktop, and then have to go back into the game. It really cuts the tension of the game and takes you out of the moment. On the ship itself, there were a few locations where I'd get to a spot and Ruth would walk back and forth rapidly in one spot, not knowing how she was going to navigate from one location to another. A small issue that is easily fixed by just picking another location for Ruth to move to. That's all. And that's all the constructive criticism I have. And that's saying something. That's all I had a problem with. The point-and-click adventure stuff all made sense. There was never a point where I felt like, ugh, what do I do? This game is great in almost every way. The only two things I had to complain about it was some AI stuff and a first world problem. I'd certainly count that all as a win. Running around in a few locations where things can be interacted with a small handful of items that you have to quickly solve the puzzles feels really good. The music isn't at all repetitive in any areas where you might be stuck for a little bit. The art gives you nice things to look at in almost every location. Everything in this game is just great. I'm not going to forget about it anytime soon. What do you all think? I love this game, and it was my first real point-and-click adventure game that I can remember ever playing. Are there things that veterans of point-and-click adventure games notice that I might have not? For those of you who haven't played Milkmaid of the Milky Way, are there any other great point-and-click adventure games out there that you think I should try? Amazon Prime did give me a bunch of Monkey Island games that I could roll through. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. In the meantime, I'm worried I'm slowly developing a lactose intolerant gut as I get older and older. I think I'm gonna have to start developing an opinion on lactose-free alternatives like soy and almonds, because Lord knows Papa can't live without his mac and cheese. You all do the YouTube dance. Like, sub, hit the bell, comment your thoughts, share, and tell someone you know about these videos. It all helps a lot. And as always, friends, keep digging. We'll make it out sometime. See you in the next one.